Hey guys, so Christian should be here any minute. I don't have much of a voice, but we're going to give this a try tonight. So hopefully a few of you will tune in and try to give us a listen. We watched quite a few movies this week. So hopefully I can get through some of this with you guys. And plans, anybody have plans for tomorrow? Put it in the chat. We'd love to chat with you or comment. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 movies to talk with you guys about. So we've got quite a few movies. So let's see if anybody logs in to chat with us. We got our pool open, so we're ready for summer. All right, I already started waiting for you.
Live? We live?
Yeah.
We doing it? What happened to my drink?
I don't know.
What
happened to my voice?
What? Oh, there it is.
Okay. The first movie. Are you here with me?
Yeah. The first movie. Hi, everybody.
All right. So we're both here. Okay. The first movie is
We're in different spots.
Mother of the Bride from 2024. We watched that last Sunday night. It's Brooke Shields. Remember?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see.
You might have to do most of the talking.
No, that's okay. I'm trying to refresh my mind. So the daughter and the mother.
The daughter was dating this guy he proposed. They planned this destination wedding because her work was paying for it.
Yeah. And so they go there, and then
her mom runs into her ex-boyfriend, who's the dad to her daughter's fiance.
It turned out she knew several people.
They all went to school together or something.
Yeah. So really think of, a friend reunion, because it breaks off at part of the movie where they go to the beach and act wild and crazy like they did when they were 12 or something like that.
So they rekindled an old flame.
Yeah. So the conflict wasn't so much with the main conflict was between the mother and this guy who the ex that she brought up a little bit ago, and she overheard him talking on the phone one time, and when she was thinking that things were going swell, that they might rekindle this relationship,
she heard him talking to another woman.
Yeah, sounded suspicious with the words that he used. You will have to watch to find out what happened.
So she gets mad and throws a fit, and it disturbs the wedding stuff. And he asks her about it and reveals that it was his secretary or planner, the person who plans stuff for him.
Yeah. So it turned out to be, nothing at all. And then everybody lives happily ever after in the end.
Well, the daughter gets married. And
then the other guy proposes to her mom.
So they end up getting married too. Yeah. So it was cute. It's a cute movie.
Yeah.
It was from 2024. So I said last week that we were having trouble finding any new movies with mothers. So this was a good one.
Yeah. I would probably rate it 6 3/4.
All right.
It's not one that I would.
I give it a 7. Again. I enjoyed it. I thought it was entertaining. Yeah. I thought it was funny. I thought it was good.
We both take a drink at the same time.
I don't have much of a voice. I'll be doing a lot of drinking. Okay. So there you have it. That is Mother of the Bride from 2024. Whew. This could be tough to get through. No
What's
voice.
next?
All right. The next one is The Sleepover from 2020.
Oh, this is a really good one.
The kids love this one.
I like the husband because he's
dorky.
He's real nerdy. He's a baker, and he's got what look like Iron Mind's IM tugs, which are finger trainers. And instead of the grip trainers that you look like I'm milking a cow.
Because he's got those.
Yeah, I have the grip trainers from Iron Mind. They're called Captains of Crush. Well, he's got the ones just for fingers.
Like every squish factor.
Because he's like a patisserie, does pastries and stuff, and so he requires a lot of dexterity. He's a well-known pastry chef, and he is all of a sudden hit with this whirlwind of news that his wife
was a spy.
Yeah, and then they get ambushed, and then they get taken to her ex-partner, who's this really buff guy of a guy, and I forget who the actor is. Guy of a guy. He's a total man dude. And then he's really happy to see her, and gives her a hug, and then the husband is thinking
he's getting jealous.
Who is this guy? But anyway, so that is the main adventure.
Part of it, the kids go on their own adventure because they're going to try to save their mom.
Yeah.
And so they're figuring out all these different hidden things that she had secured or hidden around their house.
And they tie up a good guy. They tie up a good guy in their kitchen.
With Christmas lights.
Yeah.
So they do kind of their own spy stuff too. So it's fun. It's a fun watch.
And it's a funny movie. It's entertaining. I always consider the rewatchability of this with my rating, so I would probably give that one a 7.5.
Okay.
It's funny. It really is funny.
Yeah, I probably give it a 7.5 too.
Yeah.
All right, so that is The Sleepover from 2020. The next one is The Wrong Stepmother from 2019.
So this has a TV miniseries feel. There's a lot of fade in, fade out, kind of like as if a commercial were there. And am I thinking of the right movie? Is this the one with... Oh, okay. There's this blonde girl, the blonde woman. She's the main antagonist, and she makes these faces like she's getting really mad.
Yeah.
She is desperately wanting a family because she didn't have that when she was growing up, but she was pretty devious about it.
Like psychopath.
Yeah. And
she's crazy.
At one point, she threatened the very family that she was wanting to be with, with a knife, held them at knife point.
Only the kids.
In the dining room.
She threatened the kids, not the husband, right?
Oh, the kids. No, the husband was there too.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I must have fallen asleep in that part. That's how entertaining it was for me. I fell right to sleep.
And, the way you want justice, unfortunately, that didn't happen. The daughter was able to call 911, and the first responders show up promptly. And then the woman just runs away, and then that's the last you see of her.
I fell asleep probably 3/4 of the way into the movie, so I missed the whole ending.
You immediately get the vibe, just the quality of the video. There's different formats, I think, with what they use in movies and what they use with series. It just has a different feel to it.
It was definitely a TV feel to it. Yeah.
Not very entertaining. The acting was really terrible.
The oldest daughter did okay.
She was the best of the bunch from an acting standpoint, but yeah, writing, story was subpar.
Yeah.
I don't know how some of this stuff makes it out there.
Yeah.
Give it a half. Don't even see it.
I didn't finish it, so I feel like I can't accurately rate it. So I guess.
F for effort.
So probably don't give this one a chance. All right. So that was The Wrong Stepmother from 2019. The next one is Camp Rock from 2008.
Oh,
this is one my kids watched. What?
I haven't really seen this one.
Okay. So he hasn't watched it. So I'll try to suffer through this one. So this has Demi Lovato and the Jonas Brothers in it. So if you're familiar with them, they're singers. And
that's the Jonas Brothers?
Yeah, the Jonas Brothers. That's yeah. And there's a second one too, Camp Rock 2. But anyway, it starts out with this daughter who loves music and wants to go to this Camp Rock, but their family doesn't have a lot of money. So her mom says, sorry, it's not going to happen. I just got this new job. We don't have the money to send you to this camp. Then she talks with her husband and they end up figuring out how to work it out by getting her the job as the cook there. So the mother is going to be the cook at the camp and the daughter gets to go then to the camp at a discounted rate. So they surprise her with it. She gets to go. They go to the camp and there's some different adventures that happen. The oldest Jonas brother caused some trouble with the band and got sent to the camp to work for the summer. And he meets Demi Lovato's character. And
Demi Lovato?
Yeah. Demi Lovato.
What?
Yep. Joe Jonas. So they meet each other and they kind of have this back and forth going on, but they realize they have a lot in common and end up attracted to each other. She had some other spats with some of the other campers. And so there was, teen drama that happened, teen romance kind of stuff going on. It's kind of a fun, innocent watch kind of show. And a lot of music, a lot of rocking out. And
music's
it's a musical. So you have to like musicals to like this one. If you don't like musicals, don't bother because this is all music pretty much.
Is it as much music as High School Musical?
Probably. Yeah, because it's a music camp.
Okay.
So they're doing music all the time. There's the drama and the story with it all too. But
you said did you already say that it was a camp where they learn
how to be competitive with music?
Yeah.
Yeah. So at the end, they do a showcase kind of thing and have a winner. And it's cute. I've seen it several times. I enjoy watching it. I probably, for a kid-friendly musical, cutesy, fun show, I probably give it an 8. It's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
I like it. It's fun. And my girls like it. So
what year was that?
That's fun too. What? That was Camp Rock from 2008.
Wow. Okay.
And there is a newer one that came out in the 2010s. I don't remember which year, but there's the Camp Rock 2.
Oh, no.
All right. The next one is called Bad Grandmas from 2017.
I rated a quarter.
We got 10 minutes into the movie and looked at each other and go, nope, it's not happening. This is so stupid. It's not worth our time. So
it was not funny. The acting was bad. The story was going nowhere.
It was bad.
Usually you can tell with a movie whether or not it's going to be worth your time. And I'm not sure what audience this was for.
I don't know how this warranted a 4.6 on IMDb.
Florence.
It's not.
Florence Henderson is in it. She's from the Brady Bunch. Mrs. Henderson. No,
and she's a murdering grandma. That's all we got out of this in the first 10, 15 minutes.
It's not a great story.
It's not.
If you don't have a good story, that's a big chunk of your entertainment.
And it didn't have good visual. It didn't have engagement. It wasn't entertaining.
Yeah.
It was just boring and just bad.
I think I give
Just
it
bad.
0.1 stars.
Okay. I don't even know if we can really rate it because we didn't finish it.
Yeah.
We didn't give it a chance because it was just too dumb.
So we're saving you from seeing it. Don't see it.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to, and then let us know what you thought, if it redeemed itself. But I think we're kind of at the point where we're tired of wasting our time on movies that we just hope will redeem themselves.
We've been burned too many times.
Yeah. I mean, we might still end up with a few of those, but this one was just so bad.
Yeah.
So we turned that one off and we turned on Blended from 2014.
Now
Adam Sandler.
This is a super funny movie, 2014. So it's several years after 50 First Dates, where they were in a. They've been paired in several movies.
So I think it's Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore.
Yeah. So 50 First Dates and Wedding Singer, they've been paired in. And they're a dynamic duo.
Yeah.
They're both entertaining. They're both quirky. And it's just funny.
Yeah, it's about a dad and his three daughters and a mom and her two sons.
Yeah.
That are single parents. They're going on blind dates to try to meet somebody. They ended up getting set up together, and the first date went horribly.
And there's a little tidbit that you learn later why he took Drew Barrymore to Hooters, of all places, for the first date.
She thought that offensive, and you find out in the story why he chose that place.
Yeah,
we're not going to give it away because you got to watch.
Yeah,
but
there was a meaning for that. And part of his parenting style was he treated his daughters like sons.
Oh my word, those poor girls.
And he cut all over their hair, so they all had cereal bowl haircuts.
By his barber, who only knew how to do two hairstyles.
Yeah. So that was really funny. And then Drew Barrymore is divorced and has two sons
that she coddles.
Yes. Yeah.
And they're just bursting to be free.
Yeah. So by coincidence, because Drew Barrymore's friend, I'll call her that because I forget her character name, their vacation fell through, so they ended up getting tickets. And so they both, Adam Sandler and his kids and Drew and her kids end up
they go to Africa.
Both in Africa. So it's like a safari kind of vacation in this gigantic resort.
It wasn't a safari. It's these creepy singers that just follow them around and start singing.
I wish I could remember his name. Really muscular black dude who does the Old Spice commercials sometimes. I don't know if it's Terry Crews.
I'm looking it up.
It might be Terry Crews.
Yeah.
It's Terry Crews. Who can flex whatever muscle he wants to on his body at will. It's kind of funny. And so he and his band of singers kind of show up at random spots, much like if you've ever seen Mr. Deeds before, another Adam Sandler movie. The butler just kind of shows up at random, and it's really funny. There's a lot of, it's a great story. There's a lot of funny setups in there, and
it's pretty clean language wise. I don't think I remember much language in it. Maybe a couple words here or there, but
there's a few references.
Yeah.
But
some of Adam Sandler's movies can be pretty rough.
His earlier ones for sure.
This one was pretty clean.
It's funny, and he and Drew do a good job together.
Yeah, they do. I like watching them together.
Yeah, I mean,
they have good.
We both like 50 First Dates. We both like Wedding Singer.
Yeah.
They pair really well together.
But I just like Drew. I think she's.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's awesome.
She needs to get rid of her talk show, but
I like her talk show.
You do?
I do. Yeah, she's honest.
Oh, she is.
Yeah, she's honest and down to earth. Can't blame a person for that.
She had Kamala Harris on there one time.
Oh, well.
And the funny thing was she says, we need a Mamala Harris. Really corny, really cheesy.
Okay, I didn't see that episode.
I guess you've seen other episodes, so.
Yeah. All right, so what did you rate it? I would
Oh,
probably give it a 7.
9. Oh,
Oh,
I said 9.
I mean, it's good.
It's really funny.
Yeah. Maybe
Uh,
7's too low. Maybe an 8.
okay.
All right. So 8, and he gives it a 9.
Yeah, for an average of
8.5.
is it 8.5? Because 88 plus 22 is 100.
We're not doing Common Core math here. All right. So that's blended from 2014. The last one.
What?
I know, right? We whizzed through them. Mom at
Oh.
16. This from 2005. So this was a TV movie
Yeah,
also.
Yep. And you can kind of tell it's got that feel to it.
But I liked it. I liked this one.
It's got what's her face in it.
No.
It's got the girl from she was in The Flash.
Oh, yeah.
In years later, she's the
Danielle Panabaker.
yeah. I forget her character name in The Flash, but she's the main scientist that works with the brown skinned dude. That's the other scientist that names all the bad guys from The Flash.
Yeah, so
Very
the redhead from
descriptive.
Flash. Just say the redhead from Flash.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah. So this one was basically about a girl who had a baby at 16 and kind of her struggles and kind of what she went through. Her mom, she was going to give the baby up for adoption. She held the baby and couldn't do it.
Which is a really
Common.
strong message because
Yeah.
I don't know, with surrogacy and just giving up your baby like that.
No, she wasn't a surrogate.
But I mean, what surrogate mothers go through because they're
Oh.
birthing for somebody else. I mean, because you're with that baby all that time and have that connection.
Yeah, but see, the difference with surrogacy is the baby's not theirs at all. No DNA is that person's DNA.
Oh, okay.
There's no
bad comparison.
Biological connection between a surrogate and the baby. So she couldn't, and the mother said, okay, well, if you're not gonna give this baby up for adoption, the only way that I'm gonna accept this and make this work. Hey, Lord Goodrill, thanks for logging in. She said, the only way I'm going to make this work is if we pretend that this baby is mine. So it's your brother, not that it's your child then.
She really wanted her to
live a normal life,
go to college and take off on her
and not waste her life because she had a baby.
So coddled her daughter, but
Yeah.
I think to an extra. I think coddling is to an extreme, or means to.
So what this mother should have done was, when they're home, make her take care of her baby.
Yeah, because
but what she did was not allow her to do anything with the baby.
She fully stepped in and
did everything.
Probably 3/4 of the movie, you finally see her holding her own baby.
Yeah. Because she meets this teacher. So after she got pregnant, her mom moved them. So they moved to a completely different place. Then she had the baby, and so they started in a new school where nobody would know her.
Yeah, and then she steps into this classroom. I think you could.
She took a sex ed class, or health class, or whatever it was.
Yeah, whatever it was, man. The things that they were talking about in there were wild.
Ridiculous. This school was full of a whole bunch of perverts.
Yeah, really was. There was
these kids were horrible.
Stuff going on in the bathrooms, and the kids proud of what they were wearing. Everybody's breaking the dress code.
It was terrible.
This is just a regular public school. It's not even a uniformed school, but there's dress codes like there are at all schools, and they were proud of breaking all the rules.
Yeah, it was
unruly
crazy.
Kids, misguided kids.
Yeah. So and then the teacher of that health class, the teenager finds out that she had been trying to have a baby and couldn't. And so she's teaching all these kids that are talking about aborting the babies when they get pregnant because they don't care. And so it kind of becomes a personal thing with the teacher, and she shows some emotion in it. It kind of catches the kids a little bit, I think, and especially this one who had this baby. And so she befriends this teacher and kind of has this closer relationship with her, tells her that she had this baby, and starts kind of getting guidance from her.
And um, when the young girl and mother finally reach a breaking point, she goes to the teacher for help.
Yeah.
And
So
the teacher is married to the swim coach.
right.
And so the girl is also turns out to be a good swimmer.
Yeah. So this movie kind of deals with I guess the stereotypical stuff teens go through in a public high school, like drug use, alcohol, sexual contact.
That's pretty accurate.
I mean, pretty much all of it. It talks through all of it and kind of
what surprised me was just
opens the discussion.
How candid the conversations were in the classroom. I mean, that stuff should be happening at home.
Well, right. I mean, yeah, parents should be having those discussions with kids. But the sad fact is that they don't want to have those discussions with their kids.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, they would rather have anyone else teach their kids than them about sex education.
Or they learn themselves, experiment with themselves.
Which is not the way you want your kid to be learning about it. You want them to be learning it from you or somebody who can educate them in a loving way and show them the right path to take.
Yeah.
Sorry. So anyway, a lot happens. The girl ends up kind of being a spokesperson for teen pregnancy.
Yeah, what kind
in her school?
What kind of group did she join?
She kind of just started attending a teen pregnancy group at the Teen Crisis Center.
Okay.
So she kind of got into some discussions with some other teen moms and realized that she needed to kind of speak up in the school she was going to, because all of these kids were heading down that path.
So apparently there is an open mic day, I guess, during lunchtime or something like that
at their school.
Yeah. And so she and a bunch of the other moms with their kids, these are all teens, they go there and they talk about their experiences, and kind of opens up the eyes to all the other kids at the high school who are, living promiscuously right now.
Hey, Miyoko.
Hey, Miyoko.
So she goes in and she brings her baby in and says, this is my kid. I was 15 when I got pregnant, 16 when I had him. And she kind of talks about some of the struggles with that. And then she introduces the other teens from the crisis center, and they kind of share their story, shortened versions of their story. And
I think in every single case, the father is absent.
Yeah. And then you kind of see the eyes of the kids in the school kind of open a little bit, and they see the direction that they're heading, and that they don't want that stuff for them. So
and so the main girl goes to visit her boyfriend, and she didn't tell her boyfriend that they moved or what happened. And
she did eventually tell him,
but there was a long period of time where she just did not contact him. And then so when he learned that he was the father, then he freaked out at first, and then later wanted to be the father.
He didn't want to be the father. He wanted to meet the baby. He never wanted to step in and be the father.
He did eventually.
No, he didn't. No, because he ended up talking to his parents, and the parents said, we'll pay for everything if this is my child. If this is my child. Uh-huh. And the mom said, forget it. You don't want this to be your child, so just leave. And she dismissed him at that point, and dismissed him from duties of being the father.
Did he? I thought he came back. Did he not come back?
No, not after that. No.
Oh.
And so that's the last you see of him, and he's out of the picture.
Okay.
Yeah, no. he didn't want to give up his career. He didn't want to give up his life he was forming.
Now there was an interesting twist at the end.
Yeah, which we're not going to tell you. You have to watch it, but
it's a good twist, I'd say.
Yeah.
I thought it was a pretty good story that deals with some very real things.
Yeah, I think it dealt with it well, and I think it kind of gave a slap in the face that it needed to.
The acting was pretty good.
Yeah.
So I would probably give it a 7.5.
I'd probably give it an 8. I thought it was good for a TV movie. I thought it was pretty well done.
Yep.
It was good.
I mean, this is
so of course, being a TV movie, it's lower quality than a theater style movie. But but the overall message and how they portrayed it and the acting and the drama.
You got the writing and the acting and
it was well done.
That's something entertaining.
Yeah.
This is something that we watched in bed. Normally that's a bad place to watch a movie because
and we stayed awake for the whole thing because it was engaging and we wanted to know what happened.
Yeah.
And we wanted to see how the story was going to play out. So
bad grandmas did not do that.
No. we couldn't even fall asleep to that one. We're like, dude, this one isn't even worth the thought of falling asleep to. It's so bad. But anyway, so this one was Mom at 16 from 2005. And then the last one we watched, you don't get to hear about yet. That's our Tuesday review, which since I don't have much of a voice, he's probably going to do the review for that one.
It is a doozy.
And we'll air that on Tuesday. I kind of fell asleep in that one anyway.
So we had just had a lot of food beforehand.
And I'm not feeling well. And
we wanted to get our movie in for the night and we started watching it. And then food coma hits and then
I already wasn't feeling well, so I knew I wasn't probably going to stay awake.
I was out for a little bit. We were at opposite ends of the couch, and I kept looking at her. Is she awake? I have to be awake.
And I kept kicking him and waking him up, and he would have to go back and watch what he missed.
And then at a certain point in time of the movie, it finally became engaging, and then I stayed awake the whole rest of the way.
And I did not. I did not.
So I will talk about it, and you'll hear about it on Tuesday.
It was not the kind of movie I like. So
it's something. It's something.
And I picked it. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But you liked it enough to want to review it on a Tuesday review. Yeah. So it's worth checking out.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. So there's several movies for you to pick from that are mom movies. A couple of them were not worth it.
Yeah.
Most of them were good and we recommend them. So if you missed any of them, jump back in and see what we reviewed. Let us know if you've seen them and what you think of them. And then so this week is going to kind of be a mashup week because we're going to finish up on mom movies and then we're switching.
What's it going to be?
To our June dad movies. Woo! Imagine that Father's Day, right? So if you have any recommendations for dad movies that you enjoy or movies with dads, it doesn't even have to be about the dad, just a dad in it. But if there's one that stands out to you.
There's a bunch of dads in 300.
Oh, my word. Are we really going to have to watch 300?
No,
all right. If y'all put in the chat that you want us to watch 300. I guess we will.
$299.
But we've seen that one so many times.
Yeah, we don't have to watch that one.
We could review it and not even have to watch it again.
Have we reviewed it already or not?
Oh, he says, 300. Darn it. Yes, Father's Day is on the 16th of June. So in a couple weeks. And I will be out of the country. So he will actually be doing that live.
Was John Wick a dad?
Solo.
Was John Wick a father?
Yes. He was, wasn't he? He had a dog. Didn't he have a kid?
He had a dog. The bad guy had a son.
True.
A dog dad.
But you're right. The bad guy was the father. Yeah. Witnessed his son dying.
Pensive.
All right. Anyway, so give us some recommendations for dad movies so we can start getting those going. for this week.
Can't
All
think
right.
of any other ones.
So, all right. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry, my voice is almost gone, but I'm here anyway. So, all right. So thanks for logging in. Thanks for chatting with us. We appreciate you.
And we will catch you
Tuesday.
next time.
Bye. Good night.
And stream.
Thank you.
And